everyone, and welcome back to Row Scale Sandbox. Now, if you missed our last episode, we built this really lovely road next to the navigation track, which we did extend. And I also built this quite cool little shed over here. Now, since then, I have heard tell of an update that has been released, and apparently you can now group objects and then shrink them as a group. If I come into Build Tool and then highlight the entirety of this house, so apparently if I press Shift G, oh, that has worked. So this is the size I've got, but it seems for some reason this back roof hasn't really worked. So I'm going to do Shift U to ungroup. I think we should get working on this area over here, particularly the station, as I want to finish this and move on next episode. So first of all, we're going to need some platforms, and I definitely want these ones to slope down at the edge as well. Now, to finish the station off, we need a little section at the back here. And finally, I'm just going to add some buffers on the end. Now, of course, I don't want the platform to be this ugly pebble texture. So let's come and probably make it just a nice concrete. As well as the platform, I want to include a little white stripe along the edge, just so people know not to fall off, really. Okay, for some reason, I've just managed to get this to ungroup. So let me just bring this down to size. So I don't think I'm going to go around and redo all of these in the correct size, because then I would have to redo all the terrain around them, and I don't think that would be that fun. However, from now on, I will start to build the houses in the smaller scale, and we'll just have to put up with this as just being big houses, I guess. Alright, so I finally managed to scale down each 3 of these buildings, and the reason why they weren't working, because the nature stuff out the front, like the bushes and trees, was messing it up, because that can't scale, as in get bigger or smaller, but all of this stuff can. And after much faffing, I think it's time we get back to this station. So I want to start work on a quick station building. It's going to be nothing too fancy. A base somewhat like that. And before I do any more, I'm just going to make sure that the pavement meets it quite nicely. And the other thing I need to do is bring the ground up to the right height in this little section here. And of course, I'm going to be smoothing out the edges with some of these terrain circles. And now we've got some flat terrain to work with. I think I'll put in a little station building. Nothing too crazy. We'll start with a building like that. And I think it'll be nice as a dark brick color. Now, of course, I'm going to need some corner trims. I mean, how could you forget? And there's a color combination that I haven't really tried yet, and that is like a red accent. You know what? I don't think that's too bad, actually. So now we have the scaling tool, and because I like to put so much detail, I'm going to make the windows a lot bigger than they would normally be, and then I'm going to hopefully scale them down so to fit the size of the building. So the middle is going to be the typical glass color and material, and then the edges, I want them to be in this nice red that we've got going on. Now I do actually want the middle dividers to be in black, and the last thing I want to add is some red shutters out the side. Now I'm not sure exactly how good these are going to look, but my hope is they'll turn out okay. And by copying up these pieces at an angle, hopefully I can make this shutter pattern really nice. Now hopefully I'm able to copy this onto the other side. And that is the window done. I really like how the shutters came out. The only hope is that this all works when I try and scale it down. To be honest, something like that isn't too bad. And now I can place this around the building. Right, well, we are going to need a door, so let's build that. And I'm not going to try anything too crazy. You know, just something simple will do the job nicely. To be honest, that is really all you need. And now I need to do the same on the platform side. I might do a bit of a double door this side, however. And now I think I can finally put a roof on this thing. So we get something that ends up looking like that. But there is the rest of the station to do, so let's get cracking on before I run out of time. First of all, we should start with a fence. And again, I'm going to continue on with the like red color scheme that we've got going on. There we go. That definitely encloses the station in a really nice sort of compact way. And now I want to try something that I haven't done since the very first station I built. And I want to see if I can make one of those shelter things over the platforms. And hopefully by adding in something a little bit like this, it should be possible. And now I'm going to try and add that like iconic pattern on the British railway shelters. So I think by adding them at distances like this, yes, when I turn them around, they'll make that iconic pattern that always lines the edge of the British railway station shelters. I have to say, if that doesn't look like a British train station cover, then I really don't know what does. Alright, so after quite a while of building, I finally got these finished, and my oh my, do they look good. Yeah, I mean, just look at the difference. This was my attempt last time. They're just so much better. So, big thumbs up. I'm very happy with these. There's obviously a little bit more we need to do. The general station clutter, the lampposts, the benches, some crates maybe. I might add some flower beds as well. You know, I forgot last time to put in station name signs, so I'll make sure I put them in here. And also, if you guys have any suggestions for names, make sure to put them in the comments below, because we've got actually a couple stations that I need to put names for now. I think I might just steal the flower beds that we made down here, and I'm just going to take them up and use them at this station. And for a change, I might actually add the flower boxes outside the front of the station as well. Final touches of some benches, a couple of lampposts, and I think I'm going to call that station done. Now, there's a little bit more I want to do to the surrounding area, and that is actually start using some of our new houses. But first of all, that means continuing this road. So first, let's just continue curving this road round. So I've also added a couple of extra roads, just so we can sort of have an idea that this isn't just like one road. It's a road network that's going multiple places. So now I just need to add the white stripes. And you know, me being me, I just greatly underestimated how long all that would take me. So I'm almost out of time, which means I think I'll put in the houses and all that next episode. I feel like there's a little bit more I want to do around here with finishing off and all that. But for now, I feel like we've got to do the inevitable, add the couple of trees in just to clean up the area. And there we have it. Although it doesn't look like I did that much today, this took me a long time, and also I faffed around quite a bit trying to get these to scale down. Now that we've got these in a smaller scale, next episode, I'm going to go absolutely crazy, bung these everywhere, and I really think this should start bringing this whole town alive a bit. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure to subscribe, make sure to leave a like, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.